What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? Welcome to today's installment of Renegades Reviews. I am the Renegade J.J. Williams, here to bring you my thoughts on yet another motion picture as we continue to pay tribute to the late Alan Rickman this week. And all of these episodes going up over these days because of the stuff that happened with me and getting swamped at work and just now being able to actually relax and crank out a bunch of these bad boys. Today I'm going to discuss a film from 1991 that Mr. Alan Rickman starred in alongside Kevin Costner. You've got it. That would be the rendition of the classic folklore legend Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, released June 14th, 1991, when Robin and his Moorish companion come to England and the tyranny of the Sheriff of Nottingham, he decides to fight back as an outlaw. In addition to Kevin Costner as Robin Hood, this film starred Morgan Freeman as Azim, Christian Slater as Will Scarlet, Alan Rickman as the Sheriff of Nottingham, once again playing a dastardly villainous role, Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio as Maid Marian Dubois, and Sean Connery in an uncredited appearance as King Richard. Now, let me start by prefacing by saying that I love The Legend of Robin Hood. The Legend of Robin Hood has always been a favorite of mine. My favorite telling being the Disney version from the 70s. That was the first telling of the story of Robin Hood that I remember ever seeing. And I loved it, and I still love it to this day. Let me go ahead and say very quickly, rest in peace to Brian Bedford, the voice of Robin Hood in that particular telling, who died actually the day before Alan Rickman passed away and just didn't get near the amount of publicity and coverage because he didn't do as many famous portrayals in film. That was probably the one thing he was most known for. But then going on, I had heard mixed reviews about Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I had heard people say that it was good, and people that said it was boring and dry. I'm kind of in the middle on this one. Having just watched it for the first time to review for you guys as part of this tribute to Alan Rickman, I think that the performances within the film were great performances. Costner, Freeman, Slater, Rickman, Mastrantonio all played their roles, I thought, very beautifully. I just feel that they spent too long building the story. Most of the tellings of Robin Hood, you treat it like you do most comic book movies. There's a little bit of the origin, and then you get right into the fighting the villains. For this 2-hour film, I feel that they spent about an hour and a half building the movie and then 30 minutes fighting the villains. It was kind of cool to see how Robin encountered Will Scarlet, Friar Tuck, Little John, and made them all his merry men, but I think they spent too long doing it. There wasn't as much payoff in fighting the villains because they spent too long building the squad. That was my only real complaint about this film. I liked the twist in this one where they made Will Scarlet Robin's brother, or at least half-brother, step-brother, however you want to call it. I guess it would be half-brother. But I liked that little twist. It was interesting. It's the first time I've ever seen that in any of the Robin Hood tellings. If they were going to spend as much time as they did building up the Merry Men, I would have liked for them to have then done a sequel and made this a two-parter. You know, the BBC America TV series of Robin Hood, which lasted 3 seasons, was perfect for that type of thing because it established Robin fighting Sir Guy of Gisborne and the Sheriff of Nottingham. And then it spent time building up the Merry Men. And it was quite a few episodes in before we even finally got to Little John, Will Scarlet, Alan Adele, and the rest of the menagerie that makes up Robin's Merry Men. If they had gone that route with this, which granted, that was made in the 2000s, so it probably learned from the mistakes of this film. But if it had gone that route, it would probably have been a much different story for the film. But overall, I have to say that I think Alan Rickman excels at playing dastardly villains. You know, something about his attitude and his voice with his British accent and the way he carries himself just lends himself to be that smarmy, sarcastic heel that everybody loves to hate. I think that's what made him successful as Hans Gruber. I think that's what made him successful in this film. And I think that's what made him successful as Severus Snape in the Harry Potter films. What do you guys think of Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves? Let me know. Leave your thoughts in the comment box below, as always. You can also tweet them to me at ROWJJ Let me know what other films you'd like for me to review, what other actors or actresses you would like for me to see and hear me review as featured of the week. Post those in the comment box. Tweet those to me at ROWJJ And until next time, right here on the Casa D18 Studios channel and Renegades Reviews, I am the Renegade JJ Williams, and I look forward to talking to each and every one of you once again next time.